So which season should I watch?
Start with 7.
Yeah, start with 7.
Because it's the most recent.
Okay. It's kind of a shit season, though. Yeah, can I say shit?
Yeah, you can swear.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
It's kind of a shit season because all the men, spoiler alert, are trash.
So they're probably my type.
Yes.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode.
Hello.
I didn't like the way that sounded.
Well, it's too late now.
Okay. Welcome back to episode 15, guys. Wicked exciting.
We made it all this way.
Yeah. What do we got today?
We got a lot. We got a lot cooking. You know. We got a special guest joining us later. Why are you laughing at me?
Because you're like, yeah. What do we got? Drafts. Oh, this is what we got.
No. We're gonna be fine. We got special guests coming in, but before we do that, we gotta get through our housekeeping and we've gotta get through our news because there's a lot of news that we got from this week. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
All right, but before that, where can they find us? I'm turning it over to you.
Oh, I'm never good at this one. They can find us anywhere you get your podcasts.
Okay, that's a good start. Listen to Game Changers wherever you get your podcasts. But to be specific, you can find us on youtube.com/ETB Network. That's where our show lives and all the other shows on the network. So give everybody a listen, but most importantly, give us a listen because we're more fun. That's not true. I don't know if we are or not, but
I think
I'm choosing to say I'm choosing to put my word out there. You know,
getting it done. Yeah.
All right. And additionally, you should follow Empty the Bench Network at ETB Network across all socials. That's Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Shall we hit him with the ad?
Hit him with that ad, Kels. What do you got?
Presented by Playback. Watching sports is more fun with others, but we spend too much of our time watching alone. Playback is a virtual space where communities can stream live sports together with everyone perfectly synced up. Creators can hop on stage, deliver their own play-by-play analysts and commentary, and invite viewers up for the Q&A. Playback makes watching sports fully interactive and a social experience. From playing fantasy sports, repping your favorite players and teams, and watching with the commenters and communities you care about, win or lose, sports are best enjoyed together. Join our community by going to playback.tv/ETB Network to find out more, including our live stream schedule.
Boom.
That was, I think, the calmest.
Yeah, you really went through it. One thing I forgot.
Should I start doing book reads?
You could start doing book reads. One thing I forgot.
Cats and the hots.
One thing I forgot though is that make sure you follow Game Changers at Game Changers ETB. That's on me. Sorry guys, forgot that one in there. But follow us on all social media: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter,
TikTok,
whatever. You know the vibes. All right, let's get into it. You ready for some news? Pull it. Yeah, you gotta pull it up.
I'm pulling it up.
You were not ready, babe.
I hear.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna say this one.
All right.
The New York Liberty win their first ever WNBA Championship. They beat Minnesota 67-62 in overtime.
An overtime game.
Jonquel Jones.
Yep, Jonquel Jones.
MVP, 17 points and 6 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
This was the most watched WNBA final in 25 years.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about this one because before we did this, I pulled up the receipts. Basically, what had happened was I said on October 15th at 4:48 p.m. that I thought that Lady Liberty was going to take it all the way. I said, Lady Liberty, low-key taking it to the ship. Sav said, I don't know. Too early. So I didn't bet.
I don't think you should base your bets off of my analysis of something.
We could have been... I actually want to pull up the numbers as to how cute we could have been sitting.
All right, then do it. Pull it up.
I can't now. I don't know what the odds were then, and then my DraftKings would have figured it all out for me.
Well,
maybe next year.
Maybe next year. It's literally not my fault. I want you to know.
No, I'm just joshing. It's really
not my fault.
And Mackenzie's fault is not Wait, Mackenzie's fault or not Kelsey for not betting?
Exactly. It's not my fault.
Did you just add
I
that?
didn't add that.
That was
So
so
Nick
good.
behind the scenes. He swooped in right
That
there.
was so good, Nick. That was really good.
Yeah, he really got us in there. I will say though, at that time when Kelsey had texted me,
She said too early.
I said too early because the Liberty were still in, and
Well, obviously they won it.
okay, and the Aces were still in. Connecticut was still in. All these teams were still in. It was just the first round had probably just ended at that time. So obviously New York looked really good at that point because the only team they had to beat was Atlanta. And Atlanta's trash. Sorry, Atlanta. Atlanta's trash.
Are you sorry? Are you there for their blood, sweat, and tear practices?
I don't know what goes on at Atlanta's practices, but they did just fire their coach or front office, something like that.
Huh,
Somebody was
interesting.
fired.
Ooh, this one,
But yeah.
next one is fun. Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, we gotta talk about our girl CC.
Caitlin Clark is the first WNBA rookie of the all-WNBA first team since Candace Parker.
Yes, Candace Parker did it in 2006, I want to say. But the other first team members include Aja Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Alyssa Thomas, and Nafisa Collier. So shout outs to them. I think it's just
Aja Wilson was LSU, correct?
No, she went to South Carolina.
Who am I thinking of from LSU then? Angel Reese went to LSU. No, but there's another one.
Oh, I don't know. Out of all of them, let's see. I don't know where Alyssa Thomas went to college, but Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart both went to UConn. And I don't know where Alyssa Thomas went. But I think it's just a testament to, Caitlin Clark. She's just so good. What do you early predictions year 2, Caitlin Clark, what is she gonna be? Is she an MVP candidate?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't.
That's okay.
I think, and this was gonna, I was gonna talk about this for the next one when we bring up Paige, but I don't know if Caitlin Clark. Do not get me wrong, Caitlin Clark is freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
She is good. She is the real deal.
Yeah.
However, was she just so good in college, and people were like, "Oh, you got to look out for her. She's so good." Blah blah blah. Coming out of college, and she balled.
She balled.
She marked her territory for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But have we, like in high school when people pick captains, it's like the popularity contest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did she get a little bit of that because she was just like the it girl coming in?
I mean, you could definitely look at it that way, but I don't think the Associated Press picks its all-WNBA team.
Oh, I'm not saying that I think this. I'm just asking,
Or the league picks its all-WNBA team. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily a popularity contest. I think you also have to take into consideration the amount of time rookies truly play their first year.
Mm-hmm.
And when I think about rookies that really truly played and popped off, that's her. That's Angel Reese, and that's Camila Cardozo.
Mm-hmm.
Just because roster spots in the WNBA are so limited
Yeah.
that not a lot of rookies play a lot of time, or they get to play the whole season. But she did. So I mean, when you cap that also with the numbers she put up and her performance, she definitely had a slow start. There's an adjustment period, but
Mm-hmm.
I think after that, I mean, think about what you will if you think it's deserved or not. Obviously Caitlin Clark's a hot topic for a lot of people, but I think it's just impressive to see her do it. I think a lot of people have been waiting to see what she would do professionally after watching what she did at Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever. And we've got word that Alyssa Thomas went to Maryland. So there we freaking go. Next.
AP Preseason All-American Team's name: Paige Buckers.
Why'd you just say it like that?
I don't know. I literally looked at the camera too. I was like,
That
came
wasn't
out.
white.
that wasn't right. UConn.
Beckers.
I
I was just so the people could hear it.
Oh yeah,
You didn't
Paige
give the
Beckers
correction.
from UConn. Hannah Hidalgo.
Yep, Hidalgo.
Hidalgo. Notre Dame. Madison Booker.
Yes. Why are you
Texas.
saying it like that?
I don't know. I'm having a hard time. Texas. Kiki Irifin.
Mm-hmm.
USC, and Juju Watkins.
USC.
C. USC.
I don't know about you, but I'm so excited for college basketball to be back. I'm excited.
We were talking about March Madness today. I was talking about it with some friends. We were like, what a time
No, it's so good.
Like, what a time March Madness is.
No, I'm so excited. I'm excited, I think, to see how, like, for me, the thing that excites me the most about college is, like, the fact that it's so uncertain and, like UConn can be projected to win, like, the national championship, let's say. But, like, some itty-bitty team from, like, a mid-major program in Oklahoma can make the tournament.
Yeah.
And knock them out.
Correct.
And, like, that's the crazy part.
Mm-hmm.
We love the excitement. What are you early prediction? What do you think that the college national championship game looks like? Who's it between? Give me 2 teams.
UConn, South Carolina.
Okay, I like that. UConn, South Carolina.
Could it
I got to think about what I want.
LSU, South Carolina?
It could be LSU, but they're not even like in the top 10 preseason rankings.
I was gonna say they lost.
I don't think they were in
I
there.
just love their coach.
You love Kim Mulkey. Have you seen the TikToks of this girl pretending to be Kim Mulkey?
No, but
They're so funny. I'm gonna have to find them and send them
I
to
love
you.
Kim's
Her fits.
her outfits, but then even sometimes her interviews, like when everything was happening with Angel Reese, like beforehand, she was like, "What's there to it?" Next question. I was like, "Batty."
Yeah, she's a little bit batty. I also like UConn as a final choice. I think it could be UConn USC in the
Ooh,
final.
that'd be good.
I'm also, I think a Final Four situation we could be looking at: South Carolina, UConn, Notre Dame, USC.
Very nice, very good. Very
Something like
mindful.
that. Something along those lines.
That's good. That's good.
Now we got some soccer news. NWSL.
This is all you. You're soccer mania.
All right. Temwa Chawinga breaks the single-season NWSL scoring record, which was previously set by Sam Kerr in 2019 when she played with the Chicago Red Stars. She scored 19 goals. So now, at the time of recording, Temwa has 20 goals, and she plays for the KC Current. KC Current have already locked down a top 4 playoff finish, so they will automatically be in the quarterfinals with home field advantage. And yeah, KC Current's killing it. They're coached by Vlatko Ananovsky, who is the old U.S. Women's National Team coach. And I listen, I'll say it. I was a Vlatko hater. For when he coached U.S., I was a Vlatko hater.
Yeah.
But, he must be doing something right. And then we also have to talk about this because I thought it was really funny.
The flop, yeah.
The flop. All right, so if you haven't heard, the NWSL announced that there was going to be a new team coming into the league called BOS Nation. Which is like, I guess it's fine. Meg Linehan who is the women's soccer writer for The Athletic, wrote an article about all of this, which you should read. But she wrote, the Boston Breakers didn't die for this, which is the old NWSL team in Boston, which I was like, yeah, that's kind of the perfect way to do it. But if you don't know what happened, so they announced their the team, and they immediately it was a little silly, in my opinion. It was a little silly because they had secured the URL toomanyballs.com and their ad was just, and then when they made the promo about the team, they had talked about basically every other Boston sports team. They talked about the Red Sox, the Patriots, the Celtics, how champions are made in Boston, and Boston is, such a great city. And then everybody saw it and was kind of like, okay, interesting women's sports team that's joining Boston in the Boston area. That's not including the PWHL Boston team and other female sports that were in Boston and before the PWHL and things. Because, I don't know if you know, people out there, but Boston's PWHL team is captained by Hillary Knight, who is a Team USA hockey legend. So, kind of looks bad that they're not uplifting women's sports as part of their campaign to try to get people to follow and support the team. The other thing was the Too Many Balls situation, where a lot of the fans of the NWSL come from the LGBTQ plus community, a lot of trans fans, a lot of queer fans, and a lot of female fans as well. So using the tagline of too many balls,
Actually,
they don't. We're good, you know. So then they put out this statement, basically being like, we're sorry. We should have thought about it a little more, and we apologize to our trans fans and our female fans and our LGBTQ community fans, all this stuff. So that was interesting. They took down the website. They also sold merch with that tagline. So if you own a piece of merch out there, you own a piece of NWSL flop history. So congratulations to you. But it was just goofy. It was a goofy couple days.
I think that was such a lesson.
Yeah, I think they learned something. And I hope they do a different name. Honestly, BOS Nation is whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine, but I think it could be better.
Sure. BOS Nation is pretty cool though.
Yeah, BOS Nation is fine.
The tea drinkers.
I don't think that's a good one. We need to work on your name things.
That is where I got my flu shot.
Ever since the WNBA episode, I think we need to work on your
What's wrong with the Miami Mommies?
Well, I did a little bit of hunting around. And did you know the team that used to be in Miami? Because I forgot about them. So my apologies to this former WNBA franchise. They're called the Miami Soul. S-O-L. Soul.
Soul?
Like sun?
Miami Mommies.
Whatever, man. All right. That's our news.
It's so exciting what's coming up.
Yes. So yeah, we'll
Phone
be right
away.
back. Phones away. We got our special guest coming, so we're just gonna. You'll see us in a second, okay? And there's gonna be a third person on the couch. Don't be alarmed. We'll introduce them. It's gonna be okay.
And break.
We have a guest!
Yay!
Yay! Everybody,
Hi.
this is my girlfriend Jordyn.
And we love her. She's the best.
This is my...
Thank you for welcoming me to the couch.
Of course. We're glad you could make it.
One might say this is the ready hot seat.
It feels like it. I am, in fact, sitting on a warm cushion.
That
It's
was the
very
joke.
cozy.
That was the joke.
Yes. So Jordan's been here actually more than you know, because every time we record, Jordan's somewhere in the background,
Not every
usually
time, but-
watching something on her phone, and the chair's over there.
Yes.
The Golden Bachelor.
Yeah.
Brett.
Yes.
That was
I'm-
one time, yeah.
Yeah. I like to stay and let them have their time, but I also listen with one ear.
Sometimes I look over and she's smiling and I'm like, is it the show? Is it us? I don't know.
But we decided that we would start a little fun thing, and we might do it once a month. We might do it every couple episodes. Not really sure yet. But Kelsey and I had talked about it, and we, once in a while, we just gotta have girl talk. We gotta have a little GT. So,
I love when my friends are like, Kelsey's hosting GT. I was like, come over.
exactly.
Hey.
So we figured we would have our little GT for you right here.
Low
We brought
stakes.
Jordyn on.
Lots of fun.
I love a GC.
So welcome to GCGT, Girl Talk, with me and Jordyn and Kelsey.
the girls.
The girls.
What to do?
So we got to start with where we kind of left off a little bit. Before we started rolling after we got situated, we're talking about Love is Blind. Where's the Love is Blind fans out there? Lay it on us.
So my coworker, he was just eating dinner and I was talking to him and he was just like, oh, my girlfriend is really into Love is Blind. Have you seen it yet? And I was like, no. And I guess something new just dropped.
Oh, yeah, the new
Yes.
episode just came out.
And he was just like, do you watch Love is Blind? And I was like, no. And then he was talking to our other friend. He was like, do you watch Love is Blind? And he was like, what do I look like? No. And then someone else was like, do you watch Love is Blind? And she was like, don't tell me. I didn't see the new episode yet. Don't tell me. He's like, I need to talk to someone about this episode. I need to talk to someone. He's like, I can't keep it in anymore.
He can join GT.
Let me
Yeah.
call him.
Next time, call him up.
Next time he can be on GT.
No,
So
it is dramatic.
Have you seen any episodes? Do you know the premise of the show?
Nothing.
At all? Okay. You know it better than me, so you can talk
Yeah,
about it.
so basically, while I've been here, we've been watching a lot of things, getting into for people that don't know, I'm not from here. I've been living here for about a month, and I have to leave soon, but that's a whole other story. But while I've been here, we've been catching up on shows that we've had on a watch list.
Mhm.
And I've had Love is Blind on my list because I've watched it every season.
Mhm.
And it comes out like twice a year or something.
How
Like
many
they-
seasons are there?
This is 7.
God, how long
Mac
is
has
each
never-
episode?
How long?
Oh, like an hour to over an hour.
Yeah.
Like an hour and a
You're
half.
lying.
It's like you're
It's
watching
a
a
commitment.
movie.
It's a
every time.
commitment.
And there's
I
so
can't
much put
sit
into them.
still that long.
Yeah, it's a
Do
commitment.
you like put it on like while you're like like making dinner or like cooking or
Oh
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically,
But she'd never seen it.
yeah,
before.
I'd never seen it before, and I've only seen season 7. I haven't seen any of the other ones, or they have them in other countries too. Like
Do you need to see previous
No,
seasons?
no.
So which season should I watch?
start with 7.
Yeah, start with 7. I
because it's the
mean,
most recent.
it's
Okay.
kind of a shit season though. Yeah, can I say shit?
Yeah, you can swear.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
It's kind of a shit season because all the men, spoiler alert, are trash.
So they're probably my type.
Yes.
But like the premise of each season is that they like this season was in DC, so all the people are from DC. So when they like go
Or like
back,
the DMV area.
yeah. So when they go
the
back,
Department of Motor Vehicles.
Yes. they met in line to
To renew their license.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
renew their license.
very stressful time.
Yes.
But they're off in the same area, so that way when they like get out of this pod situation,
Uh-huh.
they can like still like live their normal lives. Versus something like The Bachelor or like Love Is Blind or something where they're from everywhere.
Mm.
So they basically, I don't know how many people it is to start. 10, you
A
think?
lot.
Has there ever been one like nearby, like to us, like a Boston and New York type stitch?
Well, there's one in Chicago.
Yeah. There's
To
been.
me.
I know. I'm just saying.
I don't think they've had New York though.
Have they had Boston?
I don't think so.
Here,
There's
take a
been.
look.
I don't know what Love Is Blind is or Love Island, but I forget which one is kind of like a game. Love Island.
Love Island.
One of my kids came up to me and was just like, "You would win Love Island," and I was like, "What does that mean? What is? I don't know what this is. What am I winning?"
Yeah. You
Alright.
win money, I think, at the end of Love Island.
Oh, then I'm in.
Well, this says that Love Is Blind has been in Atlanta, California, Dallas, Seattle, Houston, Charlotte, and DC. But
Yeah.
that's not true because
More
of,
south.
there's no Chicago in this list. But whatever, not important.
I
So-
think season 2 was in Chicago, not California. Whatever.
Google got it wrong. The Gemini, the Google AI got it wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the premise is there's like 10 people, 12 people. There's like
Lot.
boys, like 12 men, 12 women, and they don't see each other. They come into these rooms that are called pods, and they like talk to each other through like a screen in the room. But they can't see each other.
They can only hear each
They
other.
can only hear each other's voice.
But like all the guys see what each other look like.
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
the
They
girls
all
see-
live together. They have like a separate living quarters situation.
So it's like a season finale. I'm assuming they all get to they
So,
finally get to see each other.
like,
yeah.
the first
before
couple,
then, but yeah.
the first couple episodes, it's just them trying to like establish a connection.
Yeah.
And not everybody gets a connection, but the people who do really feel
Yeah.
like they have something, they can propose. And the only way to get out of the pod and see the person you've been talking to
Mhm.
is if you propose to them.
like
Kelsey, will you marry me?
that type of
through the fucking wall.
Yeah, through the screen.
They've
You don't
never
know what
seen
they
each
look
other.
like. You don't you don't know anything.
so you're considered engaged at that point?
Yeah,
like,
and mind
fully
you,
engaged.
when they get engaged,
What the heck?
this process is like well, he
4
had
weeks,
said
42 days.
yeah, the spoiler, we won't say who, but at one of the weddings, which we watched this morning
Mhm.
while we were being productive, he had said that they had known each other for 42 days.
At their wedding.
They got engaged after 9 days or something like
Yeah,
that.
they got engaged pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the only way you can get out.
So
of
what's
the
the
room.
over under and how long they last?
I think it probably
some
depends.
of them like I don't know. Well, each season has had like a few couples get married or like a couple, but like couples from season 1 are still together. Like
So they
it all depends.
so and then so after they propose, they can see each other and they can like hug and kiss and give them the ring and
And
whatever.
what if it doesn't work and then they say, you know what, this isn't working. I want to go back and can they go into the pod again?
No, not after they propose.
Yeah,
But
they're
while
out.
you're in the pods, you can you get the opportunity to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And figure out what your connection.
So they don't even touch each other until they look at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a certain like amount of couples that make it out of the pods like engaged to each other,
Mhm.
they get to go on like a vacation, like a pre-honeymoon.
But they all go together. And that's
Yeah.
when those people all see each other for the first time.
Yeah.
So like if they had a connection that like didn't end up getting engaged and isn't on the trip, they don't see them then. But it's only those people. And there was what, like 6 couples?
Six couples.
This is crazy.
And
Yeah.
then after that, they go back and they like live together.
What's so funny is my friend literally just said, and I quote, she said, "So watching Love is Blind together starting this weekend?" Yes, I'm serious.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah.
Word.
It is like crazy.
It's dramatic and like the people that are on it are crazy. Like I don't know how they vet these people. I don't know where they find them. There was somebody from this season who, well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's people that always are like doing the craziest shit that it's like, how did you not think you'd be found out? This person you're getting married to or you're engaged to?
Yeah. Fuck around and find out.
Period.
So that's Love is Blind. You should watch it.
Do you think you could do it? Like
The show?
if you were put in that situation, do you think that you could get engaged to somebody after
Probably.
whatever?
There's a spider, a bug.
It's a ladybug. We're gonna be all right.
What's next to it?
A piece of dust.
That's not dust.
It's dust.
It's not dust.
No, I think it's dust, Kels.
It might be moving.
It's not dust.
But it's okay.
I feel like maybe I could do Love is Blind because I don't really like looks like I the first thing that draws me to someone like is their personality.
Right.
Although I will say like when you know how some people are like, what's the first thing you look at when you like look at someone? You gotta have a good smile.
Fair.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you noticed about Sav?
Her undercut.
Yeah, when I had
Really?
But yeah, like literally we've talked about this before because the lore of us is that we were both at the same place because we met September of 2022.
Yeah, when school started.
Yeah, like as school started. But we were both at an admitted students day.
In like April.
So we were both there.
Uh-huh.
Neither of us knew if we were like fully gonna be there or not, but it was like,
Uh-huh.
you know, whoever was there. And I remember seeing her because I was like, oh, that girl has an undercut. Cool. And then like I left and came back however many months later and when we started. And then
she still have an undercut?
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't grow it out yet then.
You didn't start growing out till what, like December?
Yeah, like Christmas time.
Yeah. So that was the first time because that's when I first saw her. But then
I was with my parents.
Aw.
Got the acceptance student day.
yeah, her like original like look when I met her was her bun and undercut, like fresh.
Yeah, these people don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember getting it cut like right before so I could like
Finesse the ladies.
no, like be in front like people think I'm put together.
Mm.
But I just cut off all my hair. We didn't even talk about
Yeah,
it.
you
yet.
guys didn't even talk about that.
Sav chopped the hair.
I did. I cut it all off. And I'm going to donate it. I just haven't sent it out yet.
Still?
Yeah. It's in a plastic bag in my room.
It's better than when it was cut. I was holding it onto it the whole time.
Held it.
It was like an animal.
Don't drop the hair.
Yeah.
Were you petting it?
I like because she had it tied at the top and
Yeah.
like where I cut it, and then the bottom was all just like scraggly hanging
Did
on.
you put another pony there?
Yeah. So then like kind of. But that sounds weird.
Yeah. But I cut all my hair last week. And Kelsey was one of the first people to see it after I got cut, actually.
Yeah, you were the first person.
And I wanted short hair for a while. And I just, you
They know on this pod I've mentioned it several times. Like, should Sav cut hair? Yes. Or yes, no.
Yeah, and I finally did it. I did my research. I found somebody that I wanted to do it. We drove all the way to Rhode Island for it, which was about an hour and a half from where we are. And we made a little day out of it. We hung out.
What's funny is I did not know what the inspo or any of the pictures prior were about what Sav wanted for her haircut, and she didn't let me see it until she.
Yeah, I walked into Kelsey's apartment where we shoot with my hood on, and I like tied the strings with my hood.
And I couldn't see it, and I had no idea what I was expecting. For some reason, I thought you were gonna have like a tight fucking like fade.
That would have been crazy.
Like I was expecting like that, and then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, I was like, you still have like a good amount of hair.
Yeah.
She could do like little pigtails if she wanted.
Yeah.
It feels like it's already, because my hair grows so fucking fast, like it already
Yeah.
feels like it's grown so much.
Would you do like, you know how like hockey players have flow where they like gel it and then they let like one piece down. Would you do that?
I don't know. Maybe. if
Like
the
how
time
did
was
like
right.
how do they want you to style this?
Well, I basically I get it wet. Well, after I shower,
You get it more wet.
No, it's already wet. I put in leave-in conditioner,
Okay.
and then I'll just let it dry. But if I'm trying to like style it, then I'll get it wet, and I'll spray in like sea salt spray so the curls are curly.
Yeah. Doesn't take much though. Like the front pieces are a little different today because you didn't put the spray on them.
Yeah, I didn't spray my front.
But usually they're like little curly fries.
But yeah, I cut it. I was ready. I was ready for a change, and my hair was so long.
Yeah.
It needed a cut. It needed to go.
Mine's long.
It needed to go.
Would you ever go shorter?
Maybe, but I don't know. Like, I don't think I'd ever like buzz my head. I say that now, and like, who knows? But like,
6 months.
Ask her. I was literally about to say, let her know in 6 months.
yeah, I don't think I'd ever like buzz it. But like, I would be open to.
Is it just
being a
so
little shorter.
easy now? You know what my telltale sign was for like, because last year I donated my hair, and my telltale sign for donating it is always when I get out of the shower and my hair, I'm like, whatever, it's dry or whatever, I lay in bed, and when I roll over on my hair, that is my sign to cut it.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I should not be as I'm rolling over.
Yeah, I mean, I just felt ready, and it's a good length now, and it is really easy because I kind of just like wake up and I don't do anything.
Sweat it down a
But I
little bit.
used to like brush my. I brush my hair when I wake up. I brush my hair out of the shower. I brush my hair like literally all the time because I'm putting it up and I'm wrapping it around itself in a bun so it gets all knotted.
Did you ever get like, sometimes I get like the headache on the top of my head?
Or like
pull.
up here because
Yeah, the
my
pole.
Yeah.
because my you're messing with it again.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I do love it, and it was a little bit of an adjustment. I wasn't sure what I expected. Like, it was weird seeing myself because I've had long hair my whole life, so it was really kind of weird to see because I had no idea what I was going to look like.
Right.
And that was kind of my biggest fear and like kind of the reason why I didn't do it for so long. But now I did it, and like even if I did hate it, my hair grows so quickly that like it's kind of whatever. Like when I had an undercut, I'd have to cut it like every 2 weeks, or else it'd be like.
Yeah, someone I work with,
Yeah.
they have an undercut, and they're constantly
Having to cut it, yeah.
They were even saying one time, they were just like I look like a hot mess. Like, I have to get this edged up, and then they would go and do it. But I will say, when it's edged up, and they have like, it's like all the way around under, and then they have the top bun. Like, they look sharp.
Yeah, I looked
Yeah.
like that. That was me.
Like, they
I'll
look
I'll
top.
throw up a picture
Yeah.
because I loved my undercut.
There was someone I went to high school with, and they like my first high school, and they had an undercut, but it was like complete undercut underneath, but then they would leave out just the Batman. Like, Batman was the hair.
Oh, I don't know if I love that, but I guess good
Interesting.
for them.
Yeah.
I loved my undercut, and sometimes I do miss it. Like I think about it.
I
Sometimes.
feel like you should low key get a.
This. You could say it.
Oh, you should get a mullet.
Like I've thought.
You should get a mullet.
I've thought about it for sure. I think the problem for me is just like it's gonna be the same level of upkeep as my undercut was.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing with the undercut is like, I could put your hair over it if it was getting to be like a annoying like grow out phase, but yeah.
I feel like the difference with the undercut versus a mullet, though, is that the undercut, I feel like you notice that it grows back so quickly because they cut it so short.
Yeah. It
So,
wouldn't
like,
have to be so tight on the sides.
Exactly.
And I mean, like I do feel like it is a little bushier around my ears. They told me when they cut it that I'd be able to put it behind my ears, and when I can get it, I feel like it kind of looks mullety.
Yeah.
I do like that. I think I would like it a little tighter in here, but I don't know if I'd go full, like shave.
You could do like a 4. Or like
I mean, I have clippers at my house. Let's just experiment.
Oof.
No, that's not a good picture of
I was
me.
gonna say that you always love that picture.
That's not a good one though. I have better. This one. Yeah.
That one. I think we've shown this on the pod before.
This is what I used to look like, everybody.
She was bald.
I was bald on the
You
sides.
look like a little fuckboy.
I kind of was.
Yeah.
But
That
I
makes
loved
sense.
it. And the best part was like this is like not fun to like touch, but when it gets
I
like
love that Jordyn goes, yeah, she was.
but then when it gets like peach fuzzy, that's when it's like perfect. But my problem with my undercut was that like listen, and I love my sister to death. But I would let my sister cut it because my sister cuts her husband's hair.
Mhm.
And it would be it got to a point where it was just like uneven. Like my line was just like messed
Were
up.
you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I mean, I didn't really like notice it because obviously I don't know what the back of my head looks like.
Yeah,
But
It's
like,
like, your head is ridiculous. Do you know what that's from?
No, but it's funny. It made me laugh.
The whole person was like, can I have your number?
Oh,
Do you know that video?
I think so. But yeah, I didn't know what the back of my head looked like, so I was kind of like whatever. But then like I could like on the sides there were two different lengths.
Yeah.
Did you ever confront her about?
It's a free haircut.
She was preying on your downfall.
Well, it was a free
Could
haircut.
you imagine if she's on purpose
She did it on
fucking
purpose.
up her husband's?
Hair.
She's like, this way he can't pull another bitch.
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
the biddies are gonna be interested.
But
Yeah.
like when I was in Chicago and I would go to a barber in my neighborhood to do it,
Yeah.
and they would even fuck it up too. Like there were times when they cut too high and like took
Were
out
they
chunks of my
"Oh,
hair.
Sorry.
No, they didn't apologize, but they took out chunks of my hair. But that's how I learned that I was like, I don't like seeing this person, but this person does a really good job. But when I would get it done, it would cost like $35, and I'd be in the chair for like 5 minutes because all they got to do is just cut a little bit of hair and brush me off and use the blow dryer.
You go to Supercuts for that.
Yeah,
Like
I could
$10.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you just go there? It'll probably get you right too.
Yeah, but
You
I
get a kid's
spent the
haircut.
money,
Spent the moolahs.
spent the moolahs.
The money.
But yeah, new hair.
New hair, who dis?
New hair, this. I feel like we haven't like talked in a while.
You and I.
Yeah, we haven't had a GT in quite some time.
There's been so much happening.
Good
All right,
time.
lay it
for
out for us. We got the floor is yours, bestie.
I feel like
We're taking
a third of the screen.
Everybody
Like,
sit
it
up.
was good.
I cried at work 2 days ago,
Okay.
and I don't cry.
Yeah, Kelsey doesn't cry.
I bawled.
Oh no.
I
What's going on?
ugly girl cried.
Ugly girl crying.
No, it's just been stressful. It was one of those things where I did not sleep well the night prior, and so when I was like driving home, I was just like, I need to sleep. I need to sleep now. And I fell asleep at like 7:30 at night. Did I send you a picture of what the? Yeah, I think I sent you a picture.
You sleep for 9 hours.
I slept for 9 hours and 48 minutes. I normally can function off of 5.
That's crazy. You must really needed it.
That's what my mom was like. She was like, "You needed that." I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." I literally ate and walked upstairs and was like,
Bye.
See ya.
Dead to the world.
"Good night."
Good night.
Did you wake up the next day feeling like
I actually did, and it's funky because sometimes when
it's funky?
No, it's funky because sometimes I'll sleep more than usual. Like I said, like I'm a 5-hour girl, like 4 or 5, I can function, believe it or not. And my coworkers are always like, I'm like the youngest in my office, so like if I got 4 hours of sleep, I would be the worst version of myself. But it's funky because sometimes if I get like 7 or like 6 hours, like more than I normally do,
Yeah.
I'm like even more tired because
Yeah.
my body's not used to it, and like I just like wake up like groggy.
Weird.
But when I woke up at 6:40 and I started driving to work, I was like, I feel great right now.
the sun's shining.
I was like, it's a good day to have a day. Let's get it.
Let's get what else should we ask? You're in the hot seat, literally. What should we ask you?
What's your favorite color? Oh my god, it should be so easy.
I know.
Hot hitting fast questions.
Okay, fine. Green currently.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Interesting.
It changes. Maybe like red sometimes.
It's red.
I would say red more than green.
I like wearing red.
I look terrible in red. Terrible.
I doubt that.
No,
I feel like everybody
it's
looks good in
bad.
red.
No. No. Which is why it's like everyone's like, look, wear red. You'll look so. No.
No.
Yep.
No, ma'am.
You can't dress up as Santa anytime then.
No.
To be safe.
Well, I wouldn't have to dress up. He's real.
Exactly.
Glad we're clear on that.
Mm-hmm.
Sab, what's your favorite color?
Gray.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
No,
No,
what are you
it's
laughing at?
it's so unbelievably real though.
What are you laughing?
That's my favorite color, and that's my 100% answer.
Like what type of gray? Like a cool gray?
All
A gray fog?
I like a little darker of a gray.
Like the color of the knot?
a little lighter than that, but
The
yeah.
color of the mic?
Yeah, like this kind
It's
of
like a
gray.
heather gray.
Yeah.
It's like a Carhartt heather gray.
Like a Heather.
Who's Heather?
My niece.
Bitch. Her girl Heather.
Heather is a year and a half, please.
Hey, put some respect on her name.
Put some respect.
Oh, she's a cutie then.
She's
Yeah.
almost 2, actually.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
What's her favorite color?
Probably pink.
No, the only color she can say is blue.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe she's just a Billie Eilish fan.
Yeah, maybe. Y'all went to Billie Eilish.
We did go to Billy.
Yes.
It was so fun.
Did she do the whole thing where it's like, everyone go quiet?
Uh-huh.
And were you like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were recording like this.
And Phineas came out because he's not on tour with her right now, and they played 3 songs.
Yeah, her brother.
I know, yeah, that's
Mm.
insane.
I don't know. Her mom knew who Phineas was. She was like, really?
Yeah, my mom was crazy.
Yeah.
And then you bounced back for that tournament the next day.
Yeah.
I know, we got 3 hours of sleep. I took a nap, babe. I took a
Yeah,
nap in
speaking
my
of
bed.
sleep.
Yeah. So on Friday of last week, me and Jordyn and 2 of my friends went to Billie Eilish at Madison Square Garden. Phenomenal show.
So good.
So good. Night 3 when she was at MSG.
How many did she do?
3.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, she just posted them the other day.
Yeah.
She was like, night 3 at MSG.
Mhm.
We were there then, and we had really good seats, and it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
For anybody who's not familiar with the good old Grand Central Station,
Oh my God.
at a certain point in the evening, they will run trains basically like every hour or so, but it'll be like, if it's like midnight, it'll be like 12:40, and then 1:40, 2:40, or whatever. And then like after 2, the next one's not until like 5 o'clock in the morning. So basically, you got to make one of those trains.
Yeah.
And there was a train that we could have taken that was originally leaving at like 11:30
Yeah.
or like 11:36, something like that.
Yeah.
But then we get on like the app, like the Train Time app or whatever, and it says it's leaving at 11:28. And we went from the Madison Square Garden, we went to Times Square to get Raising Cane's.
Oh, of course. And how long did you wait for that?
And honestly, it took a while, but the line moved very quickly. But here's the fucked up part, everybody. This got me so upset. We go in there, they have like not mobile ordering, but like you can order at like a kiosk and pick it up from a window. And I walk over there, and the lady who's working there is like, sorry, it's not available.
Yeah, she's literally going like this.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. Like, you could just say, can't come over. Like, you didn't have to, be aggressive about it. So we get in line, and there's all these people in line being annoying and
What time was
stupid.
this at this point?
Like
11.
almost 11.
So
The
there was
concert
a
didn't last like
0% chance you're making that 11:28 train.
Well, we'll get there. So,
No, it was probably pre-11 because the concert got done at like 10:30 and we watched it there.
yeah.
Mm.
So,
Still.
we're
Wait,
at,
I'm directionally challenged. Where is MSG to Raising Cane's? How far of a walk?
It's like straight.
it's like
10,
not 10 blocks.
like 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
yeah, it's probably a
if
15-minute
that.
walk. So that's like
I don't know.
a couple blocks.
Yeah.
I don't know
Blocks.
off the top of my head. Anyways, so we're waiting in line, and the lady's telling me I can't go over there, and I'm like, all right, whatever, fine. And then we're like standing in line for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden, all of the kiosks are open,
And all the people are
and all the people are over there, and I said, those weren't open a couple minutes ago.
I wonder if they open up at like a certain time because they know a lot of people are gonna come.
All I know is they got garlic bread before I did, and I was pissed.
So I did
And
not
I'm
have
sure
a good time.
Sav was real pissed because you were pissed. She's probably like, "Don't upset my girl."
And then there was another thing happening with these people in front of us.
Yeah, some guy turned up.
So, well, before that, they're like basically kind of cut us. But this girl was like on her phone and talking to the Canes employee, and she's like, she has her phone. She goes, "Say hi to my live."
Yeah, she was.
And
on
we were like,
Instagram.
"The fuck?"
to you guys.
No, to the worker. And I was like, "This man has too much to deal with, and that's not part of
Wait,
it."
I have a phone. I'll let you finish.
Okay. And then they were in front of us, and then, but like behind, like I don't know how many people behind us. I don't know what the situation was, what happened, but he threw something at them, and it hit my friend a little bit. Not like on purpose.
Didn't like bonk her.
That's what I said.
It,
To what
it
extent?
grazed her skin, you know?
Yenna.
And it was Kelsey pulled her hamstring. Did we talk about that yet? Anyways, so that happened at the Raising Cane's, and then we were like, okay, we don't know.
fun.
But then, so there was like the 11:30 whatever train, and then there was like a 12:04. So we
Yeah.
were like, okay, if we don't make it, like we'll be all right.
At least it's not every hour.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But in my mind, I'm like, I have a tournament. I need to get home. We're not going to get home until 1:45, which means I'm not going to get to my bed until 2 o'clock. I have to be up at 5. But if we take the later train, we're not getting in till 7:30. I gotta be in my bed at 3. I gotta wake up at 5. We gotta catch this train.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever I have to catch this goddamn train out of New York City.
Practically running.
Yeah. So basically, we get down there, and it's in Grand Central. There's like the lower tracks and like the normal level tracks. It was on the normal level, so we walk in, and we get there.
What time is it now?
It's like time. It's time.
Like the train is like.
So you didn't even eat. You grabbed and
Yes.
went.
We all had our bags.
So then we're like getting there, and as we're walking by, all the screens still have the train on them, train number, we're good. We get to like the last screen before, like, I don't know, the walkway to get into the train, and it's not there anymore. And I'm like, guys, the train must have left. But we look down there, and the train's right there, and I'm like kind of power walking, and the conductor's like, if you're getting on, you gotta come. And so we sprinted onto the train, and it's packed.
Everybody and their mother.
I was gonna say it was probably all the Billies.
Yeah.
Well, Billie Eilish happened. There was another concert at MSG that I don't know what it was, and then like Comic-Con was happening.
That Comic-Con.
I'm not-
Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where was he?
I don't know,
Somewhere in Brooklyn.
but it was packed.
Yeah. So.
Did you even get a seat?
No,
No.
not until the stop before our stop, and then also whoever this conductor lady was talking to us over the speaker.
Short hair.
I don't know who she was.
There's one from New York to New Haven that I always get to see, and she's like short and like she kind of reminds me of like Lolly from or whatever her name is from like Orange Is the New Black. Have you seen? And she's just like, man, you dig it.
But this lady's making these announcements, and she's like, "Oh, only like 3 doors are gonna open. You have to move train cars. Only like the front 3 doors of the train are gonna open. So you gotta move train cars.
So not
All
only
the
did you-
doors, all the doors are opening. So I'm like, girl, what are we talking about?
She saw you and said, "Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this one."
Yeah, I said,
tonight."
girl, what are we talking about?
Did you? So you ate Raising Cane's standing?
No,
No.
I ate it the next day, or 2 days later, actually. I air fried it, and it was delicious.
Yeah, I ate my garlic bread. I said, fuck this. We were standing there. I'm holding on like this. I'm eating garlic bread.
Yeah.
But the journey was what, 2 hours?
Yes, because you make all the stops on the later
It's
trains.
like,
Yeah.
well, it's also so because it's like Westport, Stanford, Norwalk, and I'm like, good grief, they're all the
Yeah.
same place. Just
Yeah.
fucking walk.
Yeah. So then, after Billy, Kelsey and I, well, your tournament was Sunday. My tournament was Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get up to Massachusetts. And my first game was at 8:55. So I had to get 3 hours of sleep.
7:55.
Yeah. So and Jordyn came because she's so perfect. We got 3 hours of sleep. I woke up at 5 and
Did
I
you
went
nap in the car between games?
We tried
well,
after.
So my team was supposed to end after like 12:30 was our last game, but we made the championship.
Oh.
So we had to stay.
Oh.
So we had to stay till 4:15. So then we took a nap in the car.
Yeah. We tried. But that was the thing, was that it was like, oh, okay. Each one there's like less than an hour between. So it's like, okay, that's enough time to get a snack or like whatever. Chill out. I've never been to a lacrosse tournament, by the way, if you can't tell.
Jordyn's first time.
Were you overstimulated?
Not really.
Did you take her to the tent?
Mhm.
And everyone.
I just like had my chair, had my little water bottle.
Did you sleep on the ride up?
No, I tried. I felt bad. We were like 30 minutes away. And I was like, okay, she's awake. We're fine. And I tried to sleep, and I was like, I can't do it, whatever. Because, like, it's like, okay, there's 30 minutes. I can't get a good nap in that amount of
We
time.
played the license plate game.
Yes.
At 6 o'clock in the
And
morning.
on the way back. But we left the house at 6 a.m.
Mhm.
We got back at 7:30 at night.
Yeah.
Dude, no, on Sunday, oh man, my ass was fucking driving. I filled up twice.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
God.
A Ford Bronco?
A Bronco? No, I need like a fucking Tesla.
Not a Tessie.
And
Charge it.
Tessie the Tesla. No, yeah, so similar but unsimilar. I was not at Billie Eilish the night beforehand. Saturday night, I was actually doing nothing but prepping for this tournament, and I actually did get a good night's sleep. I was like, guys, I gotta get sleep. I gotta. So I was home in my bed, and then I had to drive and go pick up one of my other coaches, and they were out the whole night prior.
I'm
So
not shocked.
they said, do you know who I'm talking about?
Because I won't name names. I won't name drop, but sometimes they come to practice on Sunday morning, and I'm like, what were you doing?
Yeah, they went out, and I was actually wicked proud of her in the aspect that So she texted me at 2:30 in the morning to let me know that she had gotten home. And she said, good night.
She's like us.
She said, good night, moon. And then she has my location as well. And as I'm driving to pick her up, she calls me and she goes, I see you're approaching. And like she was alert and good. And I was like, all right, what's up? Like, what's going on? She's like, I showered. I was like,
I took a shower in the morning too.
she was like, yeah, I showered. I was like, dude, are you okay? She's like, I had to keep people out of my apartment at 4:30 in the morning, and it's 6:30 right now, and I showered. No, I'm not okay. And I was just like, okay. And I kept telling her, I was like, dude, go to bed. Like, I got it. I'm good. Go to bed. I'm good. And then she didn't. But did you see my private story of her on the way home?
Mm-hmm.
Out like a light,
Good for her.
double hand grip on her vape, like this, and just knocked.
That thing just like lullabied her to sleep.
Literally. And she was just like, trying to talk to me, and then she was just standing there like this. And it's so funny because the whole day she was like, anytime we have a tournament, we're always like, we're getting Jersey Mike's after, we're getting Jersey Mike's. And she was like, I can't wait to mukbang from Jersey Mike's later. And I was like, me too. Like, even when we got food there, she was like, I'm only getting fries because we're going to have really good Jersey Mike's later. And I'm like, absolutely. And she was like trying to have a conversation with me when I was pulling out of the parking lot, and she like couldn't hang. And then I was like, recline. Like I was like, recline. You could do it.
Turn that seat back.
So she reclines, and then all of a sudden she's just fucking KO'd. And at one point I'm driving, and I'm like, should I just pull into a Jersey Mike's? Do I let it sleep? Like, what am I supposed to do with it? And I just drove it home.
I drove it home.
She ended up waking up like literally as I'm pulling in, and she was just like, good morning, world. And I was just like, I didn't get you Jersey Mike's, but I got you home. Yeah. And
That's what matters.
And she was like, it's okay, I'm gonna go get Subway. And I was like, all right,
it's fine.
I still have another hour and a half home, and the traffic was gruesome.
Yeah, on a Sunday.
God. Yeah, it was a mess. But we got to see, we've been kind of bopping around, and we've been playing the license plate game everywhere we've gone. And we had a goal on Saturday to hit 20 license plates.
Well, I said we would hit 20. Jordyn said we'd hit 12.
Yeah, because
What'd you hit?
20.
It was dark.
20 on the dot,
Saturday.
baby. We hit 20 on the dot.
Going 2?
No, on the way
Total.
home. Like, total from going there and coming back.
And
Damn.
we got the 20th probably like 20 minutes from home. It was like,
Guess what the 20th license plate was?
Connecticut.
no,
Chicago.
No, that's
Michigan.
Not, no.
we did see Michigan.
We did see
though.
Michigan.
That's not. Sorry.
Chicago's not a statement.
No, I don't know why that came to head. Miami.
No, also not a state.
Yeah, but sometimes they let you put little thingies on it.
Okay. I don't remember what it was.
You don't remember? How could you forget? It
I'm
was the most
sorry.
glorious day of my life.
Utah.
No.
Idaho.
You're close. It's that area of the country.
Not Idaho. Ohio.
You don't know. See, it's not Ohio.
We saw Ohio though.
New Mexico.
No.
Mississippi.
No.
Georgia.
No. But we did see Georgia.
Texas.
No.
Carolina.
No.
North or south.
Doubling the stakes. I'm looking at my list. I literally had to keep a running list because
I don't know.
I'm so tired.
Montana.
Oh my god.
Hannah
you're
Montana.
right.
Okay, here's something for you.
Okay.
Because I'm going to mess it up. Name all of the states that have the letter Y in it.
What? Like just in it.
There's 6.
New York. Wyoming.
Are we doing this together?
if you want. New York, Wyoming.
Got you thinking.
Yeah, I got
I need a map. I was gonna say Wyoming, so
There should be 6.
there should be
No,
six?
there's 6. There's 6.
In my heart, there's 6.
New York, Wyoming. Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, Maryland.
Maryland, yep. 2 more.
She's singing it.
Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, still 35 to go.
Yeah, there's 6.
Okay.
New Hampshire.
Nope.
Wait, what are you at 2?
No, I got 4.
New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey. Now we're at 5.
Wait, no.
New York, Wyoming, Pennsylvania,
Maryland,
Maryland,
New Jersey.
New Jersey. 5.
You're missing one.
South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, Virginia, now there's Washington and West Virginia too. And Wisconsin being the left. I missed a whole 10 states in my song.
This is a good question, Kels. Good trivia question.
Thanks. We did this on Father's Day, and my dad, who's like a walking genius, got stumped on this one fucking state that you had already said.
Oh.
And then I said it, and I was like, oh, it's New York. And he just, why would you say that? Why would you ruin the whole day? I'm like, oh my God.
Okay. Let's think. I love Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas. I feel like I've forgotten.
All the states.
Yeah. I'm like, what's state?
I have a hint, but it would literally give it the entire.
Can you give us the area of the country?
I'm directionally
You're right. Don't
challenged.
give us
Next, New Hampshire and New Jersey. I already did those ones. Massachusetts.
No.
Don't look, because Nick just put it in the chat.
Nick, you're so smart, man.
Nick was on it.
He has that.
I wonder if Nick was sitting there being like, huh. Oh, what's the other one?
Okay, let's just go from so.
Any viewers or listeners are yelling at their phones.
I know, they're probably like,
it's not a New England state.
all right, we have to wrap up
It
after
is-
this because we're almost at an hour.
I know.
So once you get it, we gotta go.
We already did New York. We did New Jersey. What's south of that? We did Pennsylvania. It's not.
Are you
any
getting
of the-
flustered?
No, I'm thinking.
She's getting
It's
flustered.
not Maryland, because we got that. Not the Carolinas. Not Georgia. Not Florida. Not Alabama. Not Tennessee. Kentucky.
Yes.
So-
Yeah.
Who cares? Kentucky. I love you, Kentucky, but who cares? I'm sure you're.
And that's all we have for GT. Hope you guys
We're
enjoyed
done with
listening. That was a lot of fun. We should do that one again.
I'm
Just,
telling you, we'll try to do it once.
just
a month or
absolutely spitball. That was so
Yeah.
much fun. That was so great.
something.
I feel like that was probably my better podcast because I just got to
giggle.
I just got to say my thoughts without her being
Good.
like, or Nick being like, all right, just.
Don't throw Nick under the bus like that.
No,
We
no,
love you,
but
Nick.
sometimes they're just like, all right, gotta get to it. And I'm just like,
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Jordyn,
Yes.
thanks for coming.
Jordyn Big, where can the people find you?
In not this state.
What's your Twitter?
Okay,
Do you want followers or not?
No.
sure, be nice. My Twitter is @by Jordyn B.
Because she's a journalist too.
Jordyn with a Y because my mom wanted me to be special.
So yeah, that's it. That's all we got.
And. Phew!